can actually share your screen. There we go. You should be able to now. And I'm going to spotlight the rest of your group up here as well. All right, ladies, gentlemen, whenever you are ready, I'll start my timer and get ready to cook.
Ow! Pain grips my leg as I crumple to the ground. My coach gives me two choices: fight through it or watch my team lose. I chose to fight. But months later, severe injuries kept me benched. But what if I told you that my injury could have been prevented? Female athletes face a higher risk of career-ending injuries due to unique anatomical factors. Over 80,000 American high school female athletes tore their ACLs just this past year, with a post-injury cost averaging over $35,000. Doctors say neuromuscular training can reduce such injuries by 50%, yet existing solutions are too expensive and unsuitable for the female anatomy. Here's the reality. Female athletes aged 10 to 25 need a cost-effective resource that is injury preventative and specific to their body. With the rise of female athletics and advancements in AI, we can meet and exceed their needs now.
That's where Alano comes in. Alano is an AI-driven platform uniquely designed for female athletes, using a custom database built on female-specific medical research. It creates personalized workout plans tailored to each athlete's sport, position, and individual characteristics, aiming to prevent injuries by addressing their unique vulnerabilities. Our AI not only generates these plans, but also continually adapts them based on feedback, all while being verified by physical therapists. Now, let's dive into a quick demo to see Alano in action.
After consulting Alano, users receive a personal exercise plan through our AI. These exercises then appear on their dashboard where they can choose to submit videos for AI feedback. This feedback is visible in the left side menu on the feedback bar. This ensures they get quick, precise, and actionable advice.
In under 48 hours, our MVP generated $1,220 in revenue, with over 18 customers and 11 plus on the waitlist connected through our community built on social media and team chats. By creating partnerships with multiple schools, we're able to extend our network while receiving continuous testimonials that strengthen our purpose from a large range of consumers, proving strong market validation.
Alano charges a $20 a month subscription fee with minimal cost for cloud storage and AI, resulting in high profit margins. We are selling directly to athletes and partnering with school teams. We leverage organic social media for low CAC and aim for a 4-year user commitment, resulting in a $960 lifetime value for each athlete.
Targeting female athletes in the US aged 10 to 25, our serviceable obtainable market is $77 million. Trends show an increased interest in remote training and health awareness.
As you can see, our competitors lack personalized, holistic plans for female athletes and don't provide real-time feedback, unlike Alano, which curates all these features and continues to progress.
In the next 3 months, by leveraging micro-influencers and ambassadors, we'll connect with 100,000 athletes. With a 1% conversion rate, we'll achieve 1,000 users and $42,000 in revenue. In 6 months, we'll partner with 7 schools and 5 clubs, targeting 6,000 users and $180,000 in revenue. In 1 year, we'll take Alano international, entering countries with emerging female sports sectors, targeting teams with at least a 15% increase in female athlete participation, achieving 15,000 subscribers and $600,000 in revenue. This is our team. With your $10,000 investment, we'll extend user acquisition, and most of the money will be allocated to enhancing product development. Remember, 80,000. That's the number of dreams that could have been saved. Judges, join us in revolutionizing female-centric sports technology. Thank you, judges and audience.
Well done, Team Alano. Before your presentation, I was going to say break a leg, but I just don't think that would have been appropriate for given what you guys are doing. With that being said, I'll pass it over to our judges for 4 minutes of feedback. Ohad, why don't we start with you? I'll pass it over to Miriam and then Melissa after.
Perfect. Thank you so much for presenting Team Alano. My first question is about the business model facing the organization or the facilities. I know that there's a B2C component. Are you also targeting businesses?
Thank you so much for your question. So we're targeting schools and club teams that do not have the resources to give their athletes the proper training to prevent these injuries. So that's the kind of businesses that we're targeting.
But from a sorry, just to clarify, the payment perspective, it's $20 a month subscription per athlete. It's paid by the schools and the clubs, or is it paid by the athlete?
It would be paid by the schools and the clubs.
Understood. Okay.
Okay, just maybe a follow-up on that. The 18 customers that you guys have, is that from one school?
No, so the 18 customers are individual athletes that we received through our social media, through our networking, and they're just not from schools. That's our B2 customer model. That's how we got the 18 customers.
Okay. I think I still don't understand exactly what you guys built, the solution. I understand there was an AI component and I saw the dashboard. It would be helpful, if you can tell us how did you build an AI? What was your training model? Where did you get the data? What kind of input it requires from the athletes to customize the program to them?
Of course. Yeah, thank you so much. So our MVP is hosted on a website and we are planning to transition to an app. And our MVP uses OpenAI's API. And we integrate that with a Replit deployment backend and is trained on a bunch of a document with a bunch of medical research we compiled. And then it takes user inputs like the female athlete's age, their height, their weight, the position they play in the sport they play, and it compiles all of that. And then it gives them personalized exercise plans with certain rep ranges, certain sets, what exercises they do. And then it can also analyze their videos and give them feedback on their form.
And I just want to add that all that feedback, all the information is reviewed by our team of physical therapist advisors that make sure that any information we put out is valid and credible to make sure that they have no misinformation.
I
Okay,
guess
so-
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
go
Did you have a follow-up
No,
question?
go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I'm curious as to then why is it specific only to the female body? When you think about your TAM, you're leaving out 50% of the population, right?
So for our focus for our SOM so far is we made it specific to age because there is a significant amount of increase in risk for tearing your ACL, for example, or just injuries in general. So that's why we cut it down a lot to a specific age range. And if you're asking about like specific anatomical features, some things could include like how much wider like the hips are, and also like it has to do with like the sacrum and the spine. So these are like some anatomical differences.
Yes, to just add on to that, basically, certain anatomical features make women more prone to more types of injuries, such as ACLs. That's why our target consumer basis is women.
Okay, thank you.
I have another question if we have time. Talk to me a little bit about the expansion and distribution in, let's say, in the US market. How are you going to quickly compete with other competitors and get into schools?
So we are going to plan on firstly starting off with small schools, small club teams that don't currently have these resources. And then from there, we're going to have the credibility to advance. And then we're going to begin to go with clubs and schools that just want an extra resource to make sure that these athletes have as much care as possible when it comes to that.
Thank you.
Judges, thank you so much for these questions. Team Alano, great work with the progress so far in the MVP. I'm going to invite the next team up. That's Team 9. Get prepping. So Aiden, John Pucci, Katrina, William, and Philip. The floor is yours. We're going to replace you guys as the spotlighted guests. You will have 4 minutes for your presentation. And I'm excited for you guys to cook here.
Are you able to see my screen just fine?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Just give us 1 moment so that your entire team can be up here.
Just let me know when to start.
You're good whenever you're ready.
Perfect. Hello, judges. Thank you so much for your time. I'm John, one of the co-founders of Preppin, and I'm here with my fellow co-founders, Aiden, Kat, Will, and Phil. Oh, wait, 1 second. Yeah? Wait, what do you mean I was disqualified for missing weight? I've been